Okay. After a little while, I've been I've been working on this for a while actually, but I really wanted to go into making theory videos. This one's about the Animal Crossing series. So here is my first one. Do you ever wonder why many people have why do many people have villagers? Well, why? Okay, specific, more on that. So, let's say my island has Biff, which is a red hippo, by the way. So, but there is just something but other people have the same person. But this just makes no sense. If two islands have Biff, but there's only one red hippo named Biff, what's in since all the Biffs look the same, how in the world is that when you visit another island and they also have Biff, that it's all just very strange. And I might have a reason on why this happens. So, when you go to Dodo Airlines would be able to have some sort of thing that could teleport them over to another island. Well, what if I were to say that the island is in another universe? One where another person moved on to the island, and not you. That could be the only explanation. And actually what happened. Like this and such. But you may be asking, what about those? And you may also wonder about Happy Home Paradise. Well, and Nook Miles Ticket Islands. Well, those two things are part of the same universe. Are part of the universe you're in. That would make honestly. But let's say you had an old villager. Let's say you had a villager they used to live in your island, but decided to move. Well, there is a problem with that. And such. But he doesn't remember you. When he comes there. So I have an explanation on what exactly is happening. They when they moved far away, they accidentally got those might be villagers from the other universes. Those that the other players have not visited. Which means that if let's say you had a let's say you had like Bertha, like was a blue hippopotamus to be exact. That's who she is. But let's say that you had Bertha a little while ago, but she left. So naturally, but she could be able to remember you back then. So how in the world does she not remember you when you're in Happy Home Paradise? It's very simple. That's Bertha from another universe. Yeah, I think that one's crazy, but not as crazy as how it would work. Then this next one involves Red. You all know who Jolly Red is, right? Many people believed he's a scammer. He's a scammer. And has purposely faked out the paintings. But I think I have an explanation that might explain this whole scenario. If you do not know, many people believe that know exactly what's with him. All those. Well, here's what to know. Whenever Jolly Red comes to visit your island, I think it's usually one day of a week. It's usually one day per week, and it's found really quickly. You go into a shop, you might have a chance of seeing some paintings. Well, let's give an example. Let's say we're looking for the Vitruvian Man, otherwise known as the academic painting, and you buy one of them, and you give them to Blathers to put on that museum. But there's a problem. You can detect it being a fake one. And here's a guide though. And there are guides out there. They're on YouTube to show you exactly the difference between the two. The difference in that case would be that if you're getting a Vitruvian Man, if you see a big coffee mark, I call them coffee marks, on the painting, then that means it's a fake. So here's exactly what happened. Here's what I think happened, though. Maybe Jolly Red is more than just a scammer. Maybe it's actually a bit more dark. Maybe he stole those paintings and copied them. So basically, he stole pieces of artwork. He would have been easily actually makes sense. It all makes sense. Jolly Red does something like that. That he could have stolen those artwork. And when he grabs the copies, he purposefully makes those copies different. That's what I think happened. And I honestly think that might be the reason behind this. This theory does not scream lore. I don't know what is. Now, where in the world? I haven't found another rainbow feather. Oh my God. You know what? Fine. I'll find you. Fine. Come on, grab the. Come on, purple feather. I know I'm a little ahead for a festival, so let me just give my explanation. I time traveled. It's just don't judge me, okay? It makes things easier. Especially for packages and such. And of course, other stuff as well. Like, I honestly might think this is a good idea. But, oh, I know if I check, I need one more. I don't need any more. I need to find 4 more colors. I just need 1 more feather. I just need 3 more feather colors, and I can only find, blue? No, really? The confetti had to look like the blue feather? Okay, let's go back on. So, now I'm looking up more stuff. And this one is actually a bit more different. This one isn't really dark, really anything. Maybe it is, but maybe it isn't, but... And that is... inside. I think there's a... I think that this one makes sense. You ever wonder why there is a villager, why the 400 villagers, like over 400 villagers could live on different islands, but there are some villagers that are like exclusive to like, how do I describe it? Exclusive to Amiibo. Such as Manero, Rue, and others. Plus, with such like Manero. Rue or just any of the characters from the Sanrio's franchise. Why are they like... They're like... So, maybe these characters are actually from the different Nintendo universes. Maybe Manero is part of the Legend of Zelda series. CC and Fleisha are in the Splatoon series. Well, that can't be the case though, because you see, if you remember correctly, there's only there can only be squids because humans went extinct in that world. So here's what I think they are. I think they're actually just squids that don't exactly look like what they are, and actually get the design of like squirrels. Maybe that's why they look very different. And the Sanrio characters are from any of the Sanrio shows. It just makes perfect sense. Like, they're from the other universes. I mean, the other ones do. I mean, the other villagers actually do say stuff about the, you know, but yeah, this is possible that these characters it is possible that these characters are from the other universes. It just makes perfect sense to me. And that's saying something. Making perfect sense? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. If they're from different universes. Now that's an idea. And now it's time we go into a bit more strange stuff. Like, this is making a lot of sense to me that these theories are true. But now I only got a bit more. And I will tell you this. The first month did really well. I will say that this month did really well. Made a bunch of Mario Kart content, and I was just playing Animal Crossing. See? It just makes perfect sense that I should do something. So here's what I'm doing. Okay? Every single entire time a month has passed, I'll make a special video talking about different stuff. This is about cool theories that I'm thinking of. And now, those 3 theories I made, they all seem pretty fair. But, like always, something has to end. So, I'll just see you in, well, Thursday. I know I've been late a few times, but I've been busy this first month. I would like to see you soon. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. And ring the bell icon if you can. I don't know. If you can, cool. You can watch my latest videos. Peace out.